Hi guys, so here at Unworry here, co-founder of Sublime Trading, here with your daily update for the UK and US indices for Thursday the 23rd of April. Okay guys, hope you're well. If you're new to these daily updates, then I recommend starting with the recording that's pinned to the top of our Facebook page so you get a good understanding of what I go through in these daily updates. Okay, so as always, this is our three-screen setup, monthly in the top left, weekly in the top right, our daily charts down here at the bottom. And we'll start with the FTSE 100. Not much change on this. Price is still finding support at the low of February 2016. We can see April is looking bullish now. So potentially by the end of this month, this could look like a bullish looking candlestick. We still, of course, have a few days left before the end of the month. So this could look very different. But early signs are suggesting that we will have a bullish end to April. If we move across to the weekly time frame, price is still below the 200 moving average and the 50 simple moving average, so we do have an overall bearish bias, but currently price is pulling back. What we want now is confirmation on whether this is just a pullback before a move back to the downside, or whether this is strength back to these moving averages. On the daily time frame, price is also below the 200 and the 50 simple moving averages, but we can see price is still finding support at the 20 simple moving average. Yesterday was bullish, and we can see that momentum has continued somewhat through to today, but we really need to see a break above the high of April the 14th to suggest a continuation towards the next areas of resistance. So overall, really, the market is still inside this mini area of consolidation. We want to see a breakout either to the upside or support levels being broken to the downside. Okay, moving over to the US indices, starting with the Dow Jones. Not much change on this really. Overall, April is bullish, still trading above the low of 2019, which is acting as support. On the weekly time frame, we can see that price is still trading around the 200 simple moving average. The pullback in recent weeks has taken price to the 200 simple moving average, and we can see this week was a bearish looking week, but the bulls have come in and started pushing price back up. So if we get a close above the 200 moving average by the end of play tomorrow, then this could potentially mean strength back to the 50 simple moving average and then even to the all-time high. If we come down to the daily time frame, we can see that price is still finding resistance at the 50 simple moving average, but a bit of bullishness coming in. So if we get a break and close above the high of April 17th, then that could potentially mean strength back to the 200 simple moving average. So again, we need to see a real clear direction here, either breakout to the upside or support levels being broken to suggest weakness back towards the low of March. We'll see a similar setup on the S&P 500. On the S&P 500, price found support at the low of 2019. We've had a bullish April. On the weekly, we can see price is clearly above the 200 simple moving average, with the 50 simple moving average and the 3,000 round number directly above as the next areas of resistance. And we can see that on the daily time frame as well, that price is pushing through the 50 simple moving average so far today, but we really need to see a break in the close above the high of the 17th of April, and then strength towards the 200 moving average and the 3,000 round number, and ultimately for these resistance areas to be confirmed as support for price to move back to the all-time high. And moving across to the Nasdaq, similar sort of setup. The only difference is that the Nasdaq is trading very much close to the high of last year, so we can see a very bullish look in April. If this is cleared, then we're likely to see price move to the all-time high. On the weekly, price above the 200 and the 50 simple moving average, so this is very much bullish compared to the S&P 500 and the Dow Jones. So the next area of resistance, as already mentioned, if the high of 2019 is cleared, is the all-time high. And if we come down to the daily time frame, we can see that this pullback has taken price through all three moving averages, which are all coming together as key support. Also, what we potentially could be seeing here is a bullish flag formation. That is when price moves, pulls back, and we can see bullishness coming in. So if we get a break and close again above the high of the 17th of April and that 9,000 round number, then that's an early sign of strength back to the all-time high. So looking at current price action over the last couple of days across all the indices, we are seeing bullishness. US indices, we are seeing bullishness. If we start seeing resistance levels cleared, particularly moving averages, looking at the Dow Jones and the S&P 500 and the 9,000 round number here on the Nasdaq, then we could see price moving back to the all-time high. So interesting times ahead, but we really need to see price dictate a clear trend direction before we make any concrete decisions on what positions to start opening. So for now, we'll still be standing aside. That's me for today, guys. Please like, comment and share. Let's get this video out to the masses. Let's get people educated on how to use the indices to build good, solid investment portfolios. And I will see you on tomorrow's daily recording.